Freedom of speech, once again, this has been brought to you by the universe of the great I am. So listen, um, of course, this is freedom of speech. Um, and tonight I will be discussing, excuse my voice, yeah, the air conditioner running. You know, I raised my voice, so it is what it is. Um, Tonight's discussion will literally be about how I met my children's father. Okay, I went to school in St. Helena, which is located in Greensburg, Louisiana. At the age of 15, I got kicked out for bad table manners. Now, please, but I can't make it up for having bad table manners. So I was transferred to the state of Sacramento, California, where it was arranged for me to live with my auntie, the eldest, Augustine Hills. Um, so I get on this train, I go to California, and I never forget the train rides. The train ride was like not long, but it's your first experience. If you ever been on a train, which I love the trains. Actually, it was my second time going to California. But if you really love the trains, and you know about the train, like if I was going to travel, out of an automobile, anything, plane, train, I would take a train because I love that experience, the scenery, sightseeing, connecting with other people. So I never forget this experience. I made it to Sacramento, California, and when I made it there, I can't. I think I made it there in the evening or sometimes, but whatever. Yeah, about the evening. And my auntie, greeted me in her home, and my uncle Melvin, which is her husband, many years. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to start showing you guys like my family. On my mom's side, my dad's side. Now don't get it twisted. The women in our family are warriors. They're very strong, uh, very adamant. Mm. Well, you know, if you know. Um, but my auntie Augustine, she more like on the chill level. You feel me? Like my uncle Ray was. All peace and blessings and praises to my ancestor, my uncle Ray. He was the baby boy. And I went to California. 15, I made it there. My auntie greeted me. I gotta open up this door because I need air conditioning. And when I made it there, of course I ate and showed me where my bedroom was at. Now listen, y'all, this is where I supposed to live at until I think I around the time I would have made my eldest aunt age. Maybe I'm thinking because sometimes I think about things. If I really would have gave that California really an opportunity, because at that point I ain't want to be bought. I was just like I ain't want to do all this, but I'm thinking if I really would have given Sacramento, California a real put some energy and focus into it, um, man, like. But I can't say that because I love me and I love this experience as well. But I'm very quite certain that I would have been like most likely a doctor, a lawyer, an actress. 9 times out of 10, I would have uh, pursued my past life as being that actress I once was. So yeah, I made it there, and my auntie the next morning. This is funny. When I went there, it was like 1995 because I was 15 years ready to turn 16. And Bill Clinton was the president. I'm telling y'all, this is certain experience. Well, I experienced so much. I learned so much, and I hold on to certain things that catch my attention. So I can't make it up. My aunt Augustine was like, it was like tired on the train so many days. I think 3. I was 3 days on the train. And Ryan was 15, so I can get great memory. And my auntie came in the room, and the time frame is different. Sacramento time frame is different from Louisiana. So pretty much my auntie is like, I'm oversleeping. Okay, if you get what I'm saying. And my auntie came in the room and she was like, Niecy, because anybody know my auntie, she called her, like, if you're her niece, she gonna be like Niecy. If you're a nephew, she gonna be like nephew, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, Niecy. She was like, get up and get dressed. So I'm like, I'm tired. She was like, we getting ready to go. I'll never forget this. I was like, where are we going? I was like, more like, where y'all going? Because, I'm a country girl, Southern, but I've been traveling all over the world. And my auntie was like, we're going to meet the president. And I literally remember distinguishing telling my auntie this while I was still asleep. I told my auntie, I was like, I don't want, I'm not, either way, I said it in a way like, Bill Clinton needs to meet me. Like, I'm 15, I can't make it up. And if my auntie remembers, she sees the video, she do. I told my auntie, peace and blessings and protection for you. I was like, Bill Clinton want to meet me. I don't want to meet Bill Clinton. So, I think it was more homesick because, I walked down the street. I looked, I was like, it's pretty. And maybe a week or two, I was ready to come home. And I did come home. But we're getting to how I met my children's father. So when I turned 16 or 17, me and my mom had a disagreement. So I went to go stay with my dad and his wife. And I'm gonna tell you something. So I used to date this guy. I can't make it out. And it was in Independence, Louisiana. I'm not gonna give his name. Maybe I should, but no, I'm not gonna. A lot of people I'm not gonna give their names. And I was this was in 97. I remember. This was 97. I was living with my dad. I had came from California. Me and my mom didn't get along. Moved in with my dad. I was on the back side of his mobile home, and on the step, I kissed this guy. Remind me, still virgin, never had sex, etc., etc. I kissed this guy. I really had a crush on this guy, but apparently to my dad, he wasn't the right choice. Because he was from the area where, in Independence, where my dad and his wife was living. Stepmom had two daughters and one son. So, like, they was like my siblings. I don't know who told my dad that I kissed that guy on the back step, but when my dad came in from work, my stepsisters sometimes, they used to tease me a lot about it. It was like, my dad came in that closet and was like, he was on my ass. I can't make it up. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to live with my dad. You know what I'm talking about, for real? And it's not that I was fresh or anything, because I grew up like a tomboyish type of girl. It wasn't like I was fresh or anything. It was just like that, I think I was coming into like, my juices was flowing being at the age of 17. But I still didn't know about sex, didn't care about sex. I know a lot of family members, feminine cousins, etc., not judging them, they was really getting down. Like, at my age, they was like, but sex was never like a big thing to me, so I'm grateful for that. Especially at that early age. So, at the age of 17, I was like, I don't want to stay with my dad. So I moved to Kentwood, Louisiana. At that time, my mom moved to Kentwood, Louisiana. Her and my sister and two of my brothers. And at that time, I want to say my eldest brother was in the military. He had probably most likely, if I'm not mistaken, he met his wife while he was in the military. They were dating or whatever through my uncle, whatever. And by that time, I'm thinking they had made their family, start creating their family their family tree. And so I had turned 18 because my birthday is April 3rd. Why not? It's a blessing and protection for me. So like at the age of 18, 17, transition at 18, I was like, I want to go stay with my mom. So I moved to Kenwood with my mom. Keep it to myself. But and I want to say this, I did have a couple of crushes. Okay. But like I said, I was never into sex. Like that. I was smoking my marijuana. Um, I was hustling, and when I say hustling, I'm literally being honest. I was selling drugs. Okay, like I always, you know, like that money, having my own money in my pocket. And I'm gonna get to the point what made me stop doing it as well. So which I don't sell drugs. I haven't did it for over maybe 20 some years because I actually didn't want to do it when before I started creating me and my children's father started creating our family tree. So there was this one guy in Kentwood. He gave me a run for my money. I'm not gonna lie. We were both Aries. My birthday was April the 3rd. His was April the 2nd. Too far. Ugh. It wasn't like a competition, but we are Rams, so Aries are leaders, so natural born leaders. So it was more like, I'll do you, I'm gonna do you, I'm not, which was cute. The more I think about it now, shout out to LG, um, Larry Gibson. He was like mine. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings and protection. So then I met this other guy. Well, this still Kenwood. I met this other guy. Maybe a year later. His name was Richard. I haven't spoken to Richard, which is weird. Maybe about a month or two ago. Congratulations to him. I hope him. Well, I hope and I pray, which I know his children are safe. Because me and him, like people be like, well, can you be friends with a person you used to date? Yes. I'm not going to say feelings aren't still there, but respect will always be there. He's actually like a brother to me. His children are like my niece and nephew. Is weird, but it's not. It's cute. I believe in relationships. Okay, that is something that I pride myself on. I love great relationships, no matter where the ups and downs, et cetera, et cetera. I respect relationships. Um, okay, and about my mom, like, because I know a lot of y'all like, what about the situation? But let me just tell you this: don't never get it twisted. And I'm gonna tell you about family. Family will have disagreements. Literally, they can say things to piss you off, to you off, but don't you never get it twisted. I would like fuck up somebody behind my mom and my dad. You get what I'm saying? So, back to this. So literally. So peace, blessings, everything. I'm very loyal, even though a person might upset me, etc. I'm a very loyal person. If you're my friend, people that know me, like I'm loyal. That's just who I am. And I hate liars. No, that bothers me. But I'm still loyal. It's integrity and loyalty goes together. Matter of fact, I wrote that down on my birthday. Let me see. I hope I didn't delete it. Cause I was on a party bus with my cousin. Shout outs to the Woolridges. Those are my cousin, my grandmother people. Um, I don't know what I did with it, but I wrote it, and you know what? Cause I need to find it because I wrote so much information in that. Oh, okay. This is what I wrote. Remind you, I was on a party bus. April the 3rd. I wrote this at 11:08 on my birthday, going into my cousin's birthday. Shout out Terry for your birthday. She's an Aries too. I wrote loyalty is the opposition of integrity, yet one of the same. Balance. So, it's like loyalty, integrity. So, it's the opposite, but it's one and the same. Because if you know what the meaning of the words are, then they're really like one of the same. Peace and blessings and protection. So let me finish. So yeah, because it's getting interesting. Um, so yeah, me and this guy, like, Richard, like my best friend, like in a sense, because he's like one of the guys that can come to my house and can go to sleep. I can go to sleep. He'll go, you get what I'm saying? Like they kind of bond. We have a bond, like a mutual respect kind of bond. Uh, so shout out to Richard. I'm praying. I'm hoping that he's okay. He's like a friend of mine. I can't make it up. Like, whew. The stories we have told each other and just healing each other and respecting each other and just supporting one another. So then I met my children's father. His name is Kane William Wall the fourth. His is Kane Wall Senior. He's from he was like the oldest slave. He was in People's Magazine. They're from his Kane's dad's people are the Walls from Kenwood. If you know any, I'm just being honest. They're very they're great kings, okay? Like it's just something about their family. It's just something about their royalty. I'm getting these notifications as well. Something about that bloodline is so rich and pure. Like, ugh. So yeah, Papa Kane Wall. Put some respect on Papa Kane Wall. Another great teacher that taught me a lot. And Kane's father, so Kane's father is from Louisiana. Kane's mother, I want to say, is from. They were born in Albany, New York. The Mays. They were born in Albany, New York. So yeah. His mom name is Yvonne or whatever. Miss Yvonne. Yeah, she has a twin. Okay, so I met him, and oh my jeez. I'm gonna say this about my children's father because I did say about him, which this what this topic is all about, but how I met my children's father. But I did bring up, my children's father in freedom of speech on the last video. My children's father. Let me tell you something. He is, in all actuality, he's another Malcolm X. I'm another Harriet Tubman. I'm just being real with you. If we were to put, you know, we are very, we're like, yeah, I'm getting these notifications. I can't make it up. So my children's father, how I met my children's father, I met him in Kentwood, Louisiana at the age of 20. Well, coming out of 19 into 20. I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is the crazy thing. So I met my children's father in Kentwood, Louisiana. I had met him prior. But we like I met him. He was going through this the little path that was on the side of the house. I was sitting on the porch. I was like, I still look the same age I look. Like I still look the same. If you knew me back then, I literally still look the same. Um, and we said something to each other, and he kept walking because it was like whatever. Like hey, when you passing through somebody, if you're from the country or if you're from Louisiana, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. When you got that house and someone they make a pathway and people just traffic, but it was like because I was dating Richard and Kane said something to me and I was like, ugh, something, but it was this energy that was transferred. I can't make it up. So then me and Richard broke up, separated, and I moved to me. And one day I was This is when Dixie was first built in A, Louisiana. Okay, if you know how long that been, I think I want to say when Dixie, and maybe when Dixie probably was built around the late 90s, because I met Kane in 1999. Yeah, I met Kane in 1999 going in, yeah, 1999. That's when I met Kane, 1999. I can't forget it. 1999. We had moved to AB, and cuz I remember it was me and my sister. We pulled up and someone else, I think it was my mom too. We pulled up at Winn Dixie, and I don't know, someone had to go in the store to get something. And I literally remember getting out in the front of Winn Dixie. And I went in Winn Dixie. Just give me a moment because I'm thinking about something. But anyway, my children's father, like, he was like, so he's got this New York swag, um, and he lived in Atlanta, so you know how that goes. He was always just different, even though whatever, but he was just like a different type of breed. Okay, so we were in Winn Dixie, and it's like, for real, I can't make this up. He was on one spectrum of the store, and I was on another spectrum of the store. And I don't know how, now remind you, I met this guy, I seen this guy like 97, 98 or whatever. Just like passing through. And I was in the store, and when I say the different spectrum, I'm gonna give you, if you know anything about the store, you have your grocery side, or the grocery side, and the dairy side. Usually the produce is on the opposite side of. So we were walking. I was on another end with a meat department. Maybe he was on that, but we were like passing through the aisles, and he was like by the cash registers like that. And I was going this way. I remember I was going this way and he was going that way. And he caught my attention. So I was like, Kane, and he turned around. So I was like, hey man, how you doing? Because if you know anything about Kenwood, everybody know everybody. So depending on how long you live in Kenwood, everybody know everybody. Because I did hear certain stories about this guy, but they was like, I used to hang with this chick, Sugar Rump. Okay, they called her Sugar Rump. Okay, I can't make it up. And Sugar Rump was telling me who everybody was, because we were like, cool. We robbed a couple of dudes. I can't make it up. Robbed a couple of dudes. Not with no gun. Uh, you know, I'm being real with you. I can't. I have done some things. But I never like robbed anybody like with guns or whatever. Okay, let me say this. When I say rob, back then it was called gang. So like, I'm not gonna just say all of that, but you know what gang is. Okay. And I still didn't know nothing about sex. So you already know what time it was, like peace and blessings and protection. Well, yes, I did, because I was dating Rashard. But I didn't, like, certain people have different lifestyles, put it like that. No disrespect, but certain people have different lifestyles, okay? But she was cool. She was a cool chick. I liked her. We had fun. We smoked weed. We went to parties. You did what, yeah. So that's who gave me my first tattoo. I can't make it up. We used to smoke weed and listen to Mystical and put it on Comic View. And when we smoked that weed, we used to turn the television down, and it looked like whenever Mystical was rapping, the guy was on TV. It's like he was saying it. So, we used to have fun. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I have had a lot of fun growing up, and all my experiences are great because I was always protected. I knew it was something different about me. I knew I was awkward, but I knew I was a beautiful person. So, back to the store, and yeah, I'm getting these notifications, and me and Kane, like, we started talking, and we started dating. Um, and things got serious. Uh, Kang used my children's father. Uh, he always did these scaffolding jobs. If you know anything about scaffolding, it was a whole bunch of guys from Roseland, and Kang the one started it with the scaffolding, getting people on and getting them. He was like what they call it, a lead man or whatever. He was, he has the gift of gab. He get people in get anybody a job and get anybody fired. I'm being real. He didn't care. That's his demeanor. He's a very cool person. I respect him. But he's Kane. You gotta love him. So peace and blessings and protection. So, Kane was doing all this scaffolding. So I had already did a lot of traveling, like going to California, going here, Wisconsin. I really was moving around at a young age, not selling, not having sex, not selling sex. I'm just being honest. It's just I always been this type of person where always been spectacular. When I say spectacular, what spectacular means is a person that has like traveled and sightseeing. You got a little of this, you did a little of that, the knowledge and stuff, experience. And Kane used to go on these jobs, scaffolding. He was working locally. So he started having to go out of town. By that time, it was 2000. I take that back. It was 2000. No, leave it at 2020. It was the year 2000. I got pregnant. Congratulations. It was my oldest son, Savoy. Wow. Peace and blessings and protection for him. My eldest. So I was getting ready to be a mother, which I always loved the children. I always loved my nieces and nephews. When my sister used to have her children, I was the one like always with the children, which it didn't matter because I love the children. But like I got pregnant. And I listen, with my children's father, we had a lot of highs and lows, up and downs, but like I done had some lot of fun with my children's father. So when I got pregnant, I'm like, Kane, I'm pregnant. Which, Kane always provided like man, always did the man thing. Okay, like he provided a home. Ooh, Lord. He took care of me. Can't make it up. Kane really was like that stand-up guy, but also with Kane, he was like, he just had that walls, like me now getting to know, like, because I always knew they came from greatness as well. Papa Wall, like they come from greatness as well. But like I really, after I had my children, start raising my own sons, like I really started realizing, okay, these wall men are all about. So if there's a lady, some of them hoes, I'm not gonna lie, whores, whatever. But I can't say they whores really. I mean, they're just men, but there are some great men. Okay, they come from a great lineage, a great man, took care of his children, his wife, family, etc., etc. Long live Papa Wall, Kane William Wall, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, so on. Peace and blessings and protection. So I was like, Kane, I don't want you to, keep going out of town to go scaffolding. Like, I need you home. So he was like, you just go with me then. because that's the way type of man Kane is. He came about his business and his money. So I was like, and I was about my business and my money, but being pregnant or whatever. So Kane was like, just come with me, we just go. And I'm gonna be honest, girls, ladies, like my children's father, like took me all over the world. He really did. Pregnant and all. Took me, oh man, we done lived in so many states. We done been in so many states. We have cut up in so many states. Peace and blessings and protection. I love my children's father. Even though, you have your highs and lows, ups and downs, parents do that. But my children's father, I really enjoyed and had fun with my children's father. I can't make it up. So we traveled. I was pregnant. All I used to eat was Taco Bell, the chalupas with my oldest son. Gotta tell it. So we traveled, welcome my oldest son. Maybe 10 months later to 12, I'm pregnant again. 11 months, I'm pregnant again with my second oldest son, Tyling Kamar Williams. Love my son, peace, blessings, and protection for him. Yes. Thank you. So me and Kane had 2 children. We still traveled all over the world. Did what we wanted to do. Then we moved to cross this river or whatever near Amy. You know what? Kane still was a provider. I can't make it up. I was the first young lady with a Cadillac DeVille powder blue. I had jewelry, which I always was like this before I met him. I'm talking about jewelry hanging on my arms, nice homes, nice cars, nice clothes. Now, I guess you're wondering why me and Kane ain't together. Now, listen, remind you, me and Kane ain't together because Kane is like a Malcolm X and I'm like a Harriet Tubman. If you know, there's like 2 revolutionaries. You get what I'm saying? We just couldn't, we couldn't, I want to choose the right word. I'm going to give it to you, and I know a lot of people are going to be able to comprehend this. At the time, what he wanted, I didn't want. And what I wanted, he didn't want. You get what I'm saying now? So then, around 2003, we had our daughter, Satya Wall. Peace and blessings and protection for her. 3 children. How I met Kane Wall. Let me tell you something. Me and my children's father, like, we had fun. We lived in Arizona. I have literally, and I'm gonna tell you something. It took, ladies and gentlemen, because we all have been parents. If you haven't, hopefully you'll be blessed to experience that. If there are any young people or whatever watching my vids, like in all actual reality, if you just take a moment and just think like about your children's, if all your children are for one man, or if whatever, if you take the moment and think like of those good memories. And if you're still with that baby mama, baby daddy, whatever, y'all really are really having fun. Y'all really are experiencing things, y'all having fun, etc., etc. Like y'all are enjoying life. I'm getting another notification. Right now, y'all are enjoying life. Another thing I want to tell you this too. That's why I also touched up the other night on that vid. Like, listen to me. I even talked to my niece today, and we were just discussing things. And I was like, listen, whatever you do not. Because, even when me and my children's father separated, one thing I didn't tolerate was no one saying nothing negative about my children's father. Because I'm their mother. I mean, the women are really the protectors. The men are the protectors too, but the women are the protectors of their children too and their family. Like, they want to protect their children of everything. And me and my niece were talking, I'm like, whatever you do, like, don't let nobody say nothing negative about your children's father. You get what I'm saying? Because that's your family tree. That's principle 101. You know what I'm saying? So I never talked bad about my children's father. I never put down on him. And don't get me wrong. If he pissed me off, I'm going to check his ass on the phone. What y'all doing that? If he show up, I'm going to check that ass. But, and I'm going to tell you ladies and gentlemen as well, whoever this parent is, like, I'm going to tell you something. It's not all about money. But you have to have that money, or that parent need that money to be able to provide for that child. Okay? Me and my children's father really never had like no dispute about money. We was like, our argument was, and I can't make it up. It was more like, you fucking with that? It was like a little, that's what you fuck with? Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing where it was like, whatever, And another thing, I know like, the baby mamas and baby daddies, how like, when a baby mama and baby daddy break up or whatever, they end up getting back together having sex, and then they break up and have sex, and they break up. Like, in all honesty, me and my children's father never did that. If you get what I'm saying, like when we separated. Like we was like, you know what? You get what I'm saying? We separated. It wasn't more like, why don't you come on over? Or he'll be like, why don't you come on over? And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Me and my children, and let me tell you something. My children's father is married. I love his wife. I respect his wife. What goes on between him and his wife is their own personal life. My children have three other siblings. Those are like my children. Okay. I met Kalon, and I love, that's the other one. I love Kalon. I feel like he's my own flesh and blood, my child. So my children's father, other children are my children's siblings. So I don't treat, if they ever was around me or come around when they get older, whatever, my children already know, like, whatever I have is for y'all, and y'all are to share with your siblings, because that still is technically your siblings. We don't believe in step. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't train my children like, that's your step's a stepper. No, that's your sibling. That's your, if it come from me, that's your whole, if it come from him, that's your whole, yes. I'm that type of woman. That's my children's lineage as well, like their connection or whatever. Right now to this day, my children's father, he can come to state of Louisiana. We are like, it's like it's like we still like kids, yet friends, yet siblings, yet you still my wife. I'm still your, I'm still your husband, but you over there. You get what I'm saying? It's like a real great. We have a real great relationship. Me and my children's father separated in 2005. That's when I came back to Louisiana. I can't make this up. And I just want to say this. Women and men, if like the baby moms and baby daddies, like you do know that you and like both parents, like you, the mama and the daddy can really be friends. Y'all really can like respect each other. Y'all really can like resolve situations. Like I said, since 2005, like we ain't, but yet we, that's my children's father. And I'm saying it to say this. Listen, do not hate what you create. Because people don't realize this or not, but I always felt, I'm like, I love my children's father. How can I hate something or someone I laid down with and created children with? That means I would hate my seeds as well, because it's like your child is a replica of that parent. You get what I'm saying? Um, would I say Kane Wall back? Yes. Watch this. Not to have sex. If it was to come a time where if Kane need me right now, I'm like, what? He on block right now because he upset at me last time. But I still pray for him. We still connected. I'm gonna tell you something. I would take my children's father back because I know my children's father. But I wouldn't take my children's father back to be like, involved. Like I would take my children's father back and raise his children for him. You heard the notification, can't make it up. Like I would really like if my children's father, I'm just saying, I'm being honest, me and him had this conversation many times. I just in front of his wife or any one of his baby mamas. Okay, if you need help or you want me, bring them children to me. And he know that I will raise those children as if they were my own. That's what I love about me, even more so. I love children. I love love. I love caring. You get what I'm saying? And even though, because I thought about it, even though that video, my freedom of speech, and if you don't look at my videos, I got freedom of speech to demonstrate discrimination and et cetera, et cetera. You know, but every time, like, I discuss one thing, the spirit, the angels, the ancestors, divine, the great I am, like, yeah, Gigi, now you have to be open with people and you have to let people know of your experience because, they need to know where you come from too. They need to know that the underdog is a superhero too. You get what I'm saying? Like, they need to know where you come from and what you've been through because people always have a tendency of forgetting what they experienced. I remember what I experienced, and all my experiences has been beautiful because you know why? I refuse to let anyone steal my joy. I refuse to let anyone steal my happiness. Now listen, y'all, some people be like, but how can you like you was feeling this way, not feeling, I was giving you the state of my mind. I was speaking my mind. It's mental. Yeah, but and then now because like, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people are stuck, traumatized, etc., because it's a glitch in their system, right? You have to keep pressing. You have to keep going if you get what I'm saying. Some people just, something happens to them, they just shut down. Like it's like you have to keep on pushing. Like, like, I'm no, jeez. I'm getting like I'm gonna tell you eventually throughout, these certain videos I'm doing. So I'm also like still writing my book. I'm getting ready to start doing, which my book has already been finished. I just end up adding more to it. I'm getting ready to start doing documentaries. Um, yeah, I'm ready to start doing documentaries on certain things. Um, I have created another idea. It's a great idea. The women and the men gonna love it, and the little girls. Like it's such a great idea, and it's healthy. I actually was at my cousin's house, my young cousin, when I got the idea. Well, I got another idea when I was on the party bus for my cousin. When I was at their part at her party she was throwing, and I remember I was saying that I wrote a lot down, so I have that idea, but I can only sell that idea to Easy E. Anybody that Easy E's son. Anybody knows Easy E's son or know how can I connect with him or send a shout out? I don't care who see this video. I need to talk to Easy E's son. I think his name Eric Wright. I have an idea for you. I also saw Portia Williams an idea. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Excuse me, on my throat. Portia Williams, check your, I think that's Instagram. I've been sent her an idea. I know she hasn't looked at it because she hasn't created it, and she would love to create that. So I sent Portia Williams an idea maybe a year ago. Anybody know Portia Williams? Check your Instagram. I think it's Instagram. Yeah, Instagram, that little thing right there. I also have an idea for Candy Birds. Listen, I'm an innovator. I have an idea for Kanye West. My son was like, no, don't say it. And I'm an idealist. So I have another idea. I probably would sell this idea to who it is? Kim. Is it Kim Burrell? It's a salon idea. I gave my little cousin some salon ideas too, but yeah, I have that idea. I gave my oldest son, I gave all my children ideas, and my eldest son, like, he already know about the idea, and I'm waiting on him to do what he's supposed to do. But I gave all three of my children ideas, so they do what they want to do because I know they're living their own life, but they're gonna always be able to refurbish those ideas because I gave it to them. But I have two more ideas that, man. So I have to do my chart or whatever design. I have gave a lot of people great ideas, but I have to do my design or whatever. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff. Yeah, very creative. And another thing, I actually want to what I was saying about the documentaries, I really already have written. I can't make it up. I can show you this shit. I have already really know that I'm supposed to wrote a literature book, philosophy book. So yeah, so peace and blessings of life. That's how I met my children's father. I love my children's father. Peace and blessings and protection. So thanks for joining me. I know I'm gonna do other videos. Also, anybody know, like, listen. So I was thinking last night, you feel me? Because I can share this with you guys. Because I'm like, at this point, I need my own reality show. Peace and blessings and protection. I need my own reality show. You know what I'm saying? And I want to put everybody in it. Even the neighbors next door. So yeah, this has been freedom of speech. Peace and blessings and protection. So thanks for joining me. Wish y'all love, light, and educational skills. So y'all have a great night, and see you later. Thanks for joining me.